I'm Ron Rader. I'm the Automotive Service Technology Instructor at Northwest Technology Center in Alva, and I teach the auto technology students about engine repair, engine performance, steering and suspension, electrical, brakes, and heating and air conditioning systems. The correct tire pressure for a modern vehicle, typically 2007 and newer, will be on a label on the side of the body door opening on the driver's side of the car. In order to check tire pressure, a person will need a good quality tire gauge. You can buy them inexpensive and they'll be in the ballpark, but the better tire gauges will read more accurately. And then you take the valve cap off, use your tire gauge to check tire pressure. With modern vehicles also, you want to compare that against the reading on the dash that the onboard tire pressure monitoring system has, and that'll kind of make sure that your gauge and it are in the same ballpark. Correct tire pressure is going to depend on the type of vehicle, the type of tire that's on it. A light duty vehicle typically is going to be somewhere in the 33 to 35 psi range. If it's got a performance tire on it from the factory, it might be in the 40 to 44 psi range. A 3/4 ton or 1 ton pickup is typically going to have something like 70 pounds in the front and somewhere around 80 pounds in the back. And this is all going to be set up by the manufacturer for that specific vehicle. If you put a different tire on the vehicle, then the tire pressures may change based on what the manufacturer recommends for that tire, which may not necessarily agree with the tire pressure system on the vehicle. The tire tread on a tire is extremely important because the only control you really have over your vehicle is as long as the tire maintains traction with the road surface. So tire tread, what we have on our passenger cars is going to be basically a multi-purpose tire tread for different types of road conditions, different types of road surfaces. But the tread has to be able to not only grip the road, but to allow road debris, water, snow, mud to clean out of the tread so that we maintain that traction with the road. Good question. Checking tires for needed replacement is the tire typically, when the tread gets down to below 2/32 of an inch, that is when they need to be replaced. I would recommend that you replace the tires well before that amount of time. As the tread gets thinner, here again, you're not able to clear the debris and the water out of the grooves because the grooves are basically non-existent at that point. All tires also have a built-in tread wear indicator. If you look between the tread on a new tire in the rows, you will see small lumps of rubber, and those are typically at 2/32 of an inch so that you can look at the tire and tell when it needs to be replaced. Another important thing to look at on the tire is the sidewall, and look for large cracks, big bulges in the tire, or obvious signs of separation of the tread. Tire pressure is one of the most important safety issues on a vehicle. One of the common misconceptions is that a overinflated tire is more dangerous than an underinflated tire, and that's not necessarily correct. An underinflated tire will flex more every time the tire surface hits the road, and every time a tire flexes, it generates friction. Friction generates heat. So an underinflated tire generates more heat and is more likely to blow out than an overinflated tire. A properly inflated tire will last longer, will give you better emissions from your vehicle, also better fuel economy, and is much safer. So the whole reason tire pressure monitoring systems were put on vehicles is people were not checking their tire pressures, and underinflated tires were blowing out and people were dying.